Item Number: SCP-1738. Object Class: Safe. Special Containment Procedures: SCP-1738 is to be held in a containment chamber located in Site-77. No personnel are to be seated in SCP-1738 outside of testing, and any personnel displaying sudden new phobias or unusual behavior are to be reported to Site Command immediately. All personnel assigned to SCP-1738 are to undergo regularly scheduled psychological screenings. In the event that a member of Site personnel is confirmed to be affected by SCP-1738, they are to be given Class A amnestics and reassigned to clerical work at a Foundation Front Corporation. Description: SCP-1738 is a barber's chair, manufactured sometime before 1999. All identifying markings were forcibly removed from SCP-1738 prior to initial containment. The only identifying mark is a small logo reading MC and D. The back of SCP-1738 has a small control panel with a detached typewriter, and keys made from pure ivory, with letters from a variety of alphabets: Roman, Cyrillic, Armenian. This apparatus is not fully understood, and appears to be the primary mechanism for controlling SCP-1738's anomalous effect. When a human subject is seated in SCP-1738, they will enter a comatose state until they are removed. Once removed, they will report to have an intense and specific fear which they did not suffer from prior to using SCP-1738. It is possible to manipulate this effect using the console on the back of SCP-1738, with different inputs and use of the keyboard yielding unique, different fears. Testing on D-Class personnel is currently suspended due to the massive expenditure of resources that testing SCP-1738's effect with trial and error would require. SCP-1738 was recovered from a Marshall, Carter, and Dark facility somewhere in the UK, after reports of its use reached Foundation personnel monitoring Marshall, Carter, and Dark communications. Documentation recovered with the object indicates that it was the primary attraction of the clubhouse. Several other SCP objects, including SCP-2463 and SCP-2635, were recovered by Mobile Task Force MU-3. Subjects known to have been affected by SCP-1738. Subject: a high-profile client of MC and D. Fear: displays extreme anxiety when exposed to squares of blue-tinted light, or when the words Command, Test 1 are spoken in his presence. Has panic attacks when left in rooms illuminated by 3 candles in a single candelabra. Subject: a high-profile client of MC and D. Fear: subject has panic attacks when exposed to a specific pair of white gloves, recovered with SCP-1738. Panic attacks only occur in presence of both gloves. Subject: client of MC and D known to have voluntarily used SCP-1738. Fear: subject has panic attacks lasting exactly 3 minutes when exposed to a blue playing card with a red dot. Subject: client of MC and D known to have voluntarily used SCP-1738. Fear: subject has panic attacks when exposed to photographs of 3 birds of paradise, family Paradiseidae, together. Subject proved remarkably adept at distinguishing examples of Paradiseidae from non-Paradiseidae. When affected, repeatedly used the phrase "a victory comes, we propose a toast," yet he still insists he sees the ghosts. Subject: client of MC and D known to have voluntarily used SCP-1738. Fear: when hearing any of the 6 Little Preludes harpsichord compositions by Johann Sebastian Bach, would attempt self-harm and experience fear-induced seizures. Also used the phrase "a victory comes, we propose a toast," yet he still insists he sees the ghosts. Subject: unidentified researcher involved in SCP-1738's creation. Fear: when any reference to SCP-1738 is made, or if the subject views a chair similar to SCP-1738, would experience intense hallucinations of his mother abusing him. Notably, the subject's mother died during childbirth, and he was raised alone by his father. Subject: unidentified researcher involved in SCP-1738's creation. Fear: catatonic state. During initial testing, CAT scans showed massive activity in her amygdala shortly before the subject suffered brain death. Notably, research shows that this subject was never directly exposed to SCP-1738. Further research into possible secondary exposure is ongoing. Thanks for watching.